we have an amazing donor, Al Harris, who gives the opportunity for our kids and volunteers to come out yearly to the Marlies game.
It's something we enjoy every year. We, on behalf of my company, Select Canada, we all come down, the whole staff comes down, and we host the little brothers and the little sisters, and they just have a great time, and we get probably a bigger kick out of them than they do out of coming down to the game. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Well, as a volunteer, I'll pick up kids and bring them to the event. So usually I'll get 1 or 2 kids, bring them over to the event, and just kind of hang out with them during the event, and then take them home afterwards. It started when I was back in university, and just kept going since then.
At the Marlies game, you'll be able to see kids with their big brothers and big sisters, as well as kids who do not have a big brother or a big sister, and they basically come out with our group recreation volunteers.
We'd love to be able to have an array of volunteers that we can always kind of take a look and say, we've got this child and these volunteers, and of these 20 wonderful ones, which one would be the best? And we don't have that kind of volume. So if we had a few more people out doing all kinds of great volunteer recruitment activities that would uncover those wonderful people so we could do more matching more quickly, we would probably be more successful. So I'm thinking about how can we mobilize community a little bit better to generate that excitement and those kind of people coming forward.
But I think anything like fun and active and outdoors and on our feet, just have a complete blast. But there's no one specific thing that I would pick and say, hey, that's like our favorite thing. We have a blast all the time.
Yeah, we did rock climbing. That was really, really fun.
What else did we do? There was a couple other ones.
Oh, the beach.
Oh, I didn't come to that one. We had a good time, yeah?
The beach was really, really fun.
I'm just here to steer and guide, right? But it's up to him to go out and execute on that. So that's why we try to keep each other accountable and follow up, right? Always ask about how the week went, the things that we talked about that he should be doing. Is he following through? Is he seeing results, right? And where I can help kind of guide him further.
And we have a research from Boston Consulting Group that they compare the adults that used to be in the Big Brothers program with adults that were not in the program, and the ones that participate in the program, they are happier persons, they achieve more, academically they do better, a higher percentage finish university, they get better jobs, and what amazed me the most is that in their lifetime they volunteer, they give back more to the society, they volunteer more, and they donate more.
It's just exciting it's something to look forward to each week. No matter what's going on, we'll find something fun to do. We can just hang out. There's no expectations. We sort of just go with the flow. I don't know if you noticed, but while we were bowling, she said hi to 4 or 5 different people on their way in. She remembers their name. She remembers what they did last. She listens to people, and she acknowledges every single person she passes by. And it's been probably the best lesson I've learned from her.
We're really excited about the partnerships we have with schools now that allow us to be with kids and be beside kids where they're actively learning and provide support right in the school day and afterwards.
So this is our First Mentors program, which is actually a neat program that we have at Big Brothers Big Sisters because it's a group rec program, but it's actually in partnership with Appleby College. So it's actually really interesting because the senior high school students get to run and facilitate the whole session, which is a really neat opportunity for them. And it's one that our kids always love coming out to, so they have a lot of fun.
So the most traditional one is the in-school mentoring program, where a child is one-to-one with an adult volunteer from the community.
To see the one-on-one matches working together and seeing the relationships grow. A match like Dante and Ethan have been together for 5 years. It's amazing to see the change over the course of the year.
The one I started with was the Homework Club program, which started with maybe 7 or 8 clubs when I was here, and we're up to 19 clubs. So we have 16 children and 16 volunteers at each site.
We know that Homework Club is not only geared towards helping people out just by making them do rigorous work, right? It's also going to be very enlightening if we be very calm and relaxed when we play some games as well, and that also helps build our relationship with them.
The most volunteers in that program are teens, so it's a wonderful way to offer volunteer opportunities to the teens in our community. And they come back. They come back as big brothers, big sisters. They come back often to mentor in the school programs that they came from. Same thing with Go Girls and Game On. Those are programs for boys and girls in grades 6 to 8, more or less.
So the Go Girls program is basically all about balanced eating, active living, and feeling good. So these girls come together every week and we learn a little bit more about ourselves and more ways that we can improve our lives, and it's a fantastic program.
So this is the Game On program. The goal is to teach these young boys about healthy active living, how to handle their stress well, healthy exercise and stuff like that. And the most important thing is that they had a lot of fun doing it. They're all in the same class, and I think they got a lot closer together as a result of it.
So the program's called the Venture Canada Club, and what it is, it's a program for newcomers, newcomers to Canada. So they come from all different places around the world, and they can be a couple days new to Canada, they can be a couple years new to Canada, and we just kind of get them together and we have fun.
I think it's more, what can we do to mentor kids? What can we do to provide that important role model? And we have wonderful people on our team here that can assess what kind of work we need to do with that child to do the best thing for them at the time and when they need it. So if being in the classroom and is not working for the child, and our volunteer can bring them out of the classroom to spend some time one-on-one with them to enhance their school day and enhance their academic performance, and that's the thing that we would want to do with them, versus being in a club atmosphere where the child is maybe enjoying that sense of belonging that the club offers them. There's different ways that we service children to address the needs that they have.
So I'd just like to see more and more. Ask any staff member here. We've all had great experiences with a particular child or a particular program, and that's what you take home with you at night. And that's, you know, more of those experiences would be just awesome. Yeah.
8 years ago, I turned 50, and I'm 58. If I try to remember what I got as a gift in that birthday, I can't remember. But one thing I remember, I got a card from my little brother. You changed my life, Murilo. I couldn't repay you back, but all I can say is happy birthday. One thing like that, I will remember for the rest of my life.